And why the name Amusement Parks On Fire? Why you when you're recording with the other guy? Why that name? Is there any reason? Drum and bass?
Not as much as there's reason in anything you do artistically. Because I think if you try and justify it too much, like literally, it would just be boring.
Okay, but do you know? Let me ask this: do you know when the idea struck to you that you say, well, this must be the band?
Kind of, yeah. I guess I went on a holiday to Disneyland, so I think it's that I hate telling people this, it's a bit boring, but yeah, literally, I just thought it just came into my head. I remember that's when I went back home and I designed like a cover, like an album cover, because I was bored for my side project thing, and just I thought, what should I call it? Because I had all kinds of rubbish names, and I just wrote Amusement Parks On Fire on it, and the cover was a picture of Disneyland with all this kind of psychedelic
Mickey
yeah,
on fire.
I had a Mickey Mouse t-shirt at the time. I wish I still had that. Maybe that'd be a bit too literal. I don't know.
Okay, so you were, well, the thing is, people, well, you worked 3 years on the album.
Pretty much. I mean.
And how was it 3 years? Just
no, it wasn't 3 years solid work. It was like that's our press release is just so annoying.
Yeah, I know. But that's
the album I did when I was 15. It's basically it's all the songs that I had since I did that album, basically, because I never finish any songs that I don't want to use, because it's all for specific points in the album, as I was saying about the whole concept album thing. So I kind of started. The ideas for those songs that ended up on the album started when I was about 16, but we recorded it in 4 weeks in a studio for like £2,000, basically. Like, so it was quite cheap, but everyone has this idea that it was some bedroom kind of. I'm some rich kid, parents bought me a studio or something. That's not the case at all.
3 years, no school.
Yeah, what did they think I was doing? I was at school.
Yeah.
No. But that was just, I just kind of, I'm not lazy with songwriting, but it's not. I've got stuff to do with my life, I like watching films and going to the shop or going to the pub or whatever, so I don't sit at home writing all the time, but when I do, I try and, it's a really slow burning process that ends up being, a couple of years later you have an album. So it was more, I started writing it when I was 16, and I started demoing songs that ended up on it when I was about 17.
And how were the songs written? Is there one way for you, or do you start with a guitar or a lyric, or? I
mean, yes and no. I mean, I don't have a set way of doing things, but I always end up doing things the same way, which is that I just don't consciously try and do it. I just have a guitar, and if I ever thought, right, I'm going to sit down and write a song.
Acoustic guitar?
Yeah, normally, just because there's always one lying around, so, and you can imagine everything in your head. I think if I sat there with all my effects pedals, it's too specific. So, I don't know, I guess, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know, there's no specific way of doing it. I just kind of, if I play a riff and I like it and I remember it, then it becomes something, and melodies, if I'm walking around town or something, I have melodies going through my head, and I kind of get home, I try and play on a keyboard or something. There's no real way of doing it, but it's just you let your subconscious just kind of flow out. It's more, there is a set method for kind of getting something which hasn't got a method to it to come out, I guess, if that makes any sense.
No, it's just maybe I think it has to do with being relaxed, and being open.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's getting yourself into that frame of mind, which is usually when there's no one around. Because I was kind of unemployed I kind of dropped out of college.
What did you do then?
I don't know. I went to school and then went to college and fell out with that band I was in, and then just sat in my room, not doing very much and watching films and kind of getting into
your rich kid's room.
Yeah, with my black and white TV in it, listening to music on a tape. No, I just kind of just got quite reclusive and ended up just doing music, and that's why I did it on my own. I didn't really have any friends to be in a band with, so I kind of met Dan, and we jammed. I remember jamming with Dan and Peter in the band now when I was actually that band Acupuncture I was in, we played at the last gig. They were in a band together called Hoya, and we played at their last gig, and that's when I met them, and that was when I was about 15. So that's kind of where the band started, I guess, kind of meeting them there and jamming after that and stuff. But yeah, I don't know.